Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today we're looking at, well, more than just sources. We're diving into the incredible story, almost legendary really, of a giant in Japanese horse racing. Grass Wonder. A truly magnificent chestnut colt. We've got articles, research, notes, all painting this vivid picture. Born in the U.S., 1995.
Right.
And he had that look, didn't he? That white blaze, the 4 white socks. He really felt like the miracle from across the sea.
He absolutely did.
Okay, so let's unpack this amazing career.
And it's fascinating, when you look at his breeding, his sire, Silverhawk, known for stamina, elegance,
Right.
and his dam, Ameriflora, she was a daughter of the great Danzig. So, on paper.
Bred in the purple, as they say.
Exactly. Bred for success. Imported by Shadai Racehorse Cone, trained by Mitsuhiro Ogata. But honestly, who could have guessed just how big a star he'd become?
Yeah, you can have the breeding, but you need that spark.
Precisely. So our mission today for you listening is to pull out the key insights from all this material, give you a really clear, engaging picture of Grass Wonder's journey and, well, his lasting impact.
And what a start to that journey. His juvenile season back in 1997, it was just sensational.
It really was.
He debuts that year, wins his maiden race, then the Ivy Stakes, and it just looks so smooth. Effortless almost, like he was floating.
Absolutely. But I think the race that really made everyone sit up and take notice was the Asahi High Sansai Stakes.
Yeah.
It's a G1 top-level stuff.
Okay.
And he didn't just win. He demolished them. An absolutely devastating turn of foot.
Wow.
Yeah, the race caller even famously asked, how far will he pull away? And this was before Grass Wonder even properly hit the front.
No way. That's confidence.
Huge confidence. And you had the really respected commentator, Kijiro Okawa, just declare him the second coming of Marazensky.
Okay, hold on. The second coming of Marazensky, that's massive praise for a 2-year-old. Why Marazensky? What was it?
Well, Marazensky was this legendary horse known for just raw, dominating speed, crushing victories.
Okay.
And Okawa saw that same kind of breathtaking acceleration in Grass Wonder, that ability to just switch gears and leave everyone else behind. It wasn't just winning, it was the way he won. That sort of ease, that mastery so early on.
Gotcha. Not just talent, but that X factor.
Exactly. So he wraps up that juvenile year completely unbeaten. And naturally, crowned champion 2-year-old colt.
Everything seemed perfectly set up for the classics, didn't it?
It really did. But then came a major setback. Early 1998.
Oh.
Yeah. Just as that crucial classic season was about to start, Grass Wonder fractures his right hind leg.
Oh, brutal timing.
Terrible. Forced him to miss the entire Triple Crown series. The Satsuki show, the Derby, the Kikuka show, all of it. Just a devastating blow for a horse with that potential.
So he's out, and I guess the racing world doesn't stand still, right? You mentioned another foreign-bred horse emerging.
Right. El Condor Pasa. Another really talented horse, also foreign-bred, and he really stepped up and started dominating in Grass Wonder's absence.
So when Grass Wonder finally came back in the autumn, there must have been huge questions. Could he still be the same horse?
Absolutely. Huge disappointment after the injury, loads of questions about whether he'd regain that brilliance or if he was just too fragile. Condor Pasa was the new star. So Grass Wonder's return was already dramatic, but then you add this incredible dilemma in the Manichi Oken race.
Yes, the trainer situation. Hitoshi Matoba.
Exactly. Matoba had ridden both horses.
Yeah.
Now he had to choose. Ride his returning champion, Grass Wonder, or stick with the new informed star, El Condor Pasa.
Wow, what a position to be in. Talk about pressure. Loyalty versus, well, maybe the safer bet.
Immense pressure. He chose Grass Wonder.
Okay.
Which set the stage for, honestly, one of the most legendary G2 races ever. So it's just below the top tier.
Right.
Grass Wonder, facing not just El Condor Pasa, but also Silent Suzuka, this incredibly fast frontrunner. A proper clash of titans.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
How did he do?
Well, he finished 5th.
Oh!
Yeah. Clearly still short of his best after the long layoff. Looked like the comeback might be, a real struggle. Maybe the doubters were right.
So after that 5th place, expectations must have been pretty low heading into December for the Arima Kinen, the big one.
Extremely low. His autumn runs just didn't suggest he was back to his best.
But then he just shocked the racing world, as our sources put it, in that Arima Kinen. How? What happened?
It was a shock because nothing really pointed to it. But the Arima Kinen, it's a G1 year-end championship race. It takes something special. Grit. stamina.
And he found it.
He absolutely found it. Came from mid-pack, battled against top horses like Saiyan Sky, and just surged late, won by half a length.
Incredible.
And hugely significant historically, he became the very first foreign-bred horse ever to win the Arima Kinen.
Wow. That must have silenced some critics.
Oh, definitely. It completely flipped the script, showed everyone that, true champions can overcome adversity. It really changed how people thought about horses coming back from serious injury.
What a comeback story already. And that really sets up 1999, doesn't it? Because that year was all about the rivalry with Special Week.
It absolutely defined the season. Those two just went head-to-head. Grass Wonder started the year well, won the Kyohei Spring Cup.
Okay.
But then came the Takarazuka Kinen, another huge G1, and many people think this was maybe his career peak performance.
Against Special Week?
Yep. Head-to-head again. And Grass Wonder just powered past him in the final 200 meters.
Yeah.
Won by 3 lengths, really authoritative.
3 lengths, that's decisive.
It was. And that victory, it didn't just add another G1 win, it gave him that special title, Grand Prix horse.
Okay, explain that. Grand Prix horse, what's the significance there? Why is that such a big deal?
It's a really elite status in Japanese racing. It means you've won both the Arima Kinen and the Takarazuka Kin.
The 2 big fan-voted races?
Exactly, the all-star races. Winning both shows you've got top-class ability, obviously, but also immense popularity with the fans. It cements your legacy, puts you on a different level.
So he's got that title now.
Mm-hmm.
But the rivalry wasn't finished, right? The year-end Arima Kinen again. The rematch.
The rematch. And after that 3-length win in the Takarazuka, you might think Grass Wonder had Special Week's number.
Yeah, you'd expect maybe an easier win.
Not a chance. It was, according to all accounts, an absolute epic, a nail-biter.
Really?
Came down to a photo finish. Grass Wonder won by just 4 centimeters?
4 centimeters. Unbelievable. The tension must have been insane.
Off the charts. And that incredible win meant he joined this tiny elite group of horses who've won the Arima Kinen twice.
Wow.
So you add that to the Takarazuka win earlier in the year, that's 3 Grand Prix titles overall. Arima 98, Takarazuka 99, Arima 99. That is incredibly rare. Yeah. Just cements his place among the all-time greats.
Just phenomenal consistency at the very highest level in those specific races. But after those incredible highs of 99, what happened in 2000? The sources mentioned physical issues creeping back in.
Yeah, unfortunately, 2000 was tougher. It seems those physical frailties that surfaced earlier, well, they started to catch up with him again.
Ah, shame.
Just the wear and tear of top-level racing, probably. Little niggling injuries started popping up, preventing him from training and racing at his absolute peak.
So no more G1 wins that year?
No, he couldn't quite recapture that top form. And then, sadly, he sustained another injury during the Takarazuka Kinen that year.
And that was it?
That was it. He was retired. A bit of a bittersweet end, maybe, but what a career. His final record, 15 starts, 9 wins, earned over 691 million yen. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive. But his influence didn't stop on the track, did it? He went to stud at Chidai Stallion Station.
Right. And proved himself pretty quickly as a sire, too. Threw some really good ones.
Like Screen Hero.
Screen Hero, yeah, who won the Japan Cup himself.
Yeah.
And Saiyan Wonder, another good G1 winner.
And the line kept going strong, didn't it? Screen Hero sired some stars, too.
He did. Screen Hero gave us Maurice, who was a massive international champion.
Oh, yeah. Bro.
And Gold Actor, another G1 winner. But here's the really fun part. Almost an ironic twist, thinking about that rivalry.
You go on.
Grass Wonder's son, a horse called Earnestly.
Okay.
He won the Takarazuka Kinen in 2011. And who did he beat?
Let me guess. Something to do with Special Week.
You got it. He beat Buena Vista, daughter of Special Week.
No way. That's brilliant. The rivalry lives on through the kids.
Isn't that something? Fate has a sense of humor.
It certainly does. So after racing, after stud duties, he lived out his retirement as a meritorious horse, right? And there's that lovely little detail in the notes about dandelions.
Ah, yes. Apparently he absolutely loved dandelions.
Really?
Yeah, to the point where his pasture was apparently like completely stripped bare of them. He just hoovered them all up.
Uh-huh. A horse with refined tastes.
Seems so. A simple pleasure for a true racing legend. And then, well, the final news came relatively recently in the grand scheme of things. Big Red Farm shared it on Instagram, August 8th, 2025.
Right.
Grass Wonder passed away due to multiple organ failure. He was 30 years old.
30. A great age for a thoroughbred.
A fantastic age. And, looking back, his career wasn't about that constant year after year dominance, maybe like some others.
It was more punctuated, wasn't it?
Exactly. Punctuated by these moments of just sheer breathtaking brilliance, overcoming that huge injury, facing down incredible rivals like El Condor Pasa and Special Week, defying doubt. He really etched his name into history. And fans, even today, they remember that chestnut colt, the blaze.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more. Check out our other videos for more stories you might enjoy.